going. I'm sorry if it's loud in here. I'm going to get feeders for some of my ball pythons. I wanted to check in with you guys. I'm going to try really hard to start uploading really regular content. I just jumped out of the shower and popped on a hat. So my hair dried all like kind of wavy, curly, and not cute. So it's like, alright, let's just hop in the car and get going. So I wanted to just hop on here and say thank you guys for being so supportive lately. And I know this is not something necessarily, I don't want to seem like, I don't know how to word it. I am so humbled by this and so appreciative, and I don't want anyone to think I didn't notice, but I was just so focused on getting out that video last night that when I noticed this morning, I was just shocked and I had to post this. So I was going to put up the poll last night and this morning post the video, but when I had noticed what I'm about to talk about, I was like, we're gonna wait. We're going to first post what I'm about to post now, and then I'll put up the poll, which I already had by the time this video will come up. And yeah, we'll do it in that order. So what I wanted to say is thank you guys for 8,000 subscribers. Oh my god, I remember thanking you guys for, I believe it was a couple hundred or even 100 subscribers, and I couldn't believe it then, and I can't believe it now. And I know in the scheme of things, it's a small channel, of course, but it's huge. It's 8,000 people. I mean, every one of you is important to me, and it's one of those things that I know that sounds so cliche, but it's truly not. When you have PTSD, it means so much. And I know it sounds silly, but it means so much to know that you guys are there. Sometimes you do feel really alone. And I don't want this to be an emotional video, but it is, and I'm so thankful. I really am. Because sometimes you feel alone just because of the day, just because of what you're going through, just because of life. And it's been a hard time. It's been a hard few years. And you guys have made it amazing. And I cannot possibly thank you enough. You've been the light of my life. And I know I look terrible today. I literally just, like I said, I jumped out of the shower and I jumped in the car and I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna rush down and get my food for the animals and blah blah blah. And then I saw what I saw and I was like, no, we're doing this. So here we are. Anyways, I'm getting all sidetracked and all over the place, but what I really truly want to say is just thank you. I am fidgety, I look terrible, I don't even know what to say, but with PTSD, like, it is so meaningful to see that someone's there and someone's listening, and sometimes I come on and I just see that you guys listen, and that just it saves my heart and it saves my mind, and it means the world to me. And to see that you guys care and you're there, and through the best days where I'm wearing makeup and my hair and I look okay and I'm doing great, and the worst days and things about the things I love, animals and kids and mental health and the world and things that I care about, to YouTuber topics and things that didn't go great in life. You guys actually really care, and that's amazing, and you guys are here with me. And I know this video did not do good on my channel, but I made a video about Shane Dawson recently, and I thought it was going to crash my channel, but I wanted to put a video out about kind of mental health and what I thought could have been some of like the psychological reasons for why people did a lot of the stuff they did in that time, and why I think we're doing a lot better now with how we handle things personally, but why I think it was more normal back then, and why it's might be hard to see that and grasp it and get that concept now, because it's not that long ago, but what was normal back then and why, kind of. And I wanted to do a part 2 to it, but it really didn't do that well. And like I said, I was already terrified that it was going to be something that people disliked me for. And I felt like it wasn't to defend anybody, it was to kind of bring light to some of the peer pressures of the time. And if I can ever shed light on something, even if it's wrong, even if I don't agree with what the person did, if I can just be a perspective and a narrator in a sense to what I think, what at least I was going through at the time, I want to help. Or at least remind people, like, hey, how many of you were laughing at that? How many of you were in love with this person? And that's all he put out, so it must have been that. So I was trying to, I was really worried that would basically ruin me. And I was scared, but I felt it was really, really important, because I was just trying to remind people that sometimes it's easy to judge, but unless, sometimes you gotta look at yourself and look inside too and realize, hey, if you really think what that person did was that heinous, that's okay. Sometimes it is, sometimes it really truly is. But if you thought for 12 years, 10 years, that person was fine, and you didn't notice any of the things that were wrong, and he's visibly in public been doing this many things wrong that long, and you've idolized this person, then you've got to look inside too, basically. Or was it that the times were a little bit different, the place in life was a little bit different, then maybe we need to reflect on how we cancel this person or not, or what things are at what level of bad per se. It's just a conversation, and I was terrified, and you guys, well, because it didn't perform well, and that was okay, actually, because one, I don't monetize any of my videos or have ads or anything like that, and I would love to be able to do YouTube for a job one day. That would be incredible, because I would love to be able to show my animals on here. I would love to be able to do stuff like that. But I never want this to be a place where it's not real. And my first and foremost concern is always that. I just always want to have a safe place where I can talk to you guys, and that's what matters. And I was so worried that I would push some people away. And I didn't want that, because I really wanted to remind people to look inside too. And then seeing that after posting that video so recently, and that being like one of the long videos I did after not having more short term videos before, seeing that I went over that mark, and the 8,000 people mark, the subscriber mark, and it's not subscribers, you're people, you're human beings. And I remember when I first got a YouTube channel, everyone used to laugh, and because everyone calls me Rainy. Well, not everyone, but a lot of my friends do. And they're like, you should call them raindrops, or you should. And I was like, no, these are human beings. I should call them Andrew or Scott or whatever their name is, Rebecca or Jolene or whatever, Jessica. I should call them their name, Paul, David. They're a human being. They're people. They're not just followers. They're not just subscribers. They're human beings. They're an extended family. It's not in that cheesy way, like, welcome back to the big family. No, that's ridiculous. It's like, you take the time out of your day to come here, and I have people that I watch every day that I care about, that they're my little release. I don't watch TV. I'll watch Law & Order SVU, because sometimes it makes me feel less alone, especially with testifying and everything going on. It's a big release for me. But other than that, and I don't watch it religiously or anything, but other than that, I come on here, and I would watch Frenemies, because it was interesting. I don't know why I really watched it, but I would watch Frenemies, and I would watch, I'm trying to think, I watched Cody Co. I'm trying to think what I watch now, because I did watch Shane, to be honest, even though it wasn't consistent. I did watch him. Gosh, I'm just trying to think. I watch Gordon Ramsay. I watch everything that he uploads and re-uploads. I watch the hot ones because it's very interesting. The interviewer is incredible. He's just very detailed, very trying to think, though, as I'm missing some important figures. I watch a lot of animal stuff, like Justin Kolbeka, who I have some really nice snakes from. I really appreciate him a lot. And then Brian Barczyk, who I have so many animals from. I just actually had a clutch of leopard geckos from one of my, like a leopard gecko that's from generation after generation of mine. And then one of the females is from him. And she just had a clutch and her baby's just hatched out. It takes a long time, but her baby's just hatched. It was super exciting. Anyway, so I'll watch people like them. I'll watch Nerd. I'll watch, a lot of the reptile people, like Wiccan's Wicked Reptiles. I disagree with like half of everything that he says, but he's so nice and sweet. And I do agree with a lot of what he says. I disagree with a lot of what he says about like racks. It worked really good. I disagree with what he says a lot of times about ball pythons and space and stuff like that. But otherwise, I really, since I breed ball pythons and have been for so long, like I just think in a way I understand some of the hiccups that can come with baby ball pythons and huge, scary enclosures, even with a ton of hides and blacked out sides and it being very foliagey. But when they're older, you can never give them too much space as long as it's got a lot of places to hide and regulate and everything. But other than that, he's pretty cool. But anyway, the point of that is I support people too on here. There's a lot of people I like. I like Lennon the Bunny. I think she's just a sweet person. The lady and the bunny, I guess. It's a sweet channel. I don't like everything, I don't like everything anybody says, but I still support these figures. I watch H3, Your Wet Sock, I watch. I don't agree with anything and everything I don't agree with everything these people say, but I agree with a lot of what they say. And I think Your Wet Sock is hilarious. Cody Ko is hilarious. I'm absolutely missing out on so many people. Chris Clemens is funny. There are these characters that are, important. I will say my absolute number one favorite YouTuber right now, at least, to watch, and she is my favorite YouTuber, I will admit that, hands down, is Michelle McDaniel. She is entertaining, she's funny. When she posts a video, it's like my stress levels dissipate. I go from like a 10 to a 1, like it just, in my head, like my rushing thoughts will fade, like just her voice, her everything, she's like therapeutic to me. So she is amazing. I am so thankful for her as a whole. So if you haven't watched her, I recommend checking out Michelle McDaniel. She's just the coolest person ever. She's sweet and honest and not afraid to be herself, and I love that. But the point is that there's so many really wonderful people out there, and I love this community, and I love watching people in it. And so when I saw after I had made a video that I was scared to post, that it went to 8,000 people even, and I was just like, and I figured, oh no, this is going to be what backtracks it. And then I saw it was, I believe, 8,024. I'm correct. I'm pretty sure that's correct. And it just, I can't explain to you. I was so thankful and so grateful, and I see every one of you. I just want to so clearly say that every one of you matters. Every individual one of you matters to me. And it's so important that you know that you all make a difference. You all really do. It's so just crucial to me to say that to you guys, and critical that you know that. Sometimes I think about what I'm posting and what I'm going to post for months before I do it. And I'll post little videos, obviously, so I'm not dead, radio silence for that long. But I will think about what you guys will think, and if it could impact you, or if it's too heavy out, I'm saying something. I care so much about talking to you guys and being honest with you and bringing you guys in and along with important things. I want you guys to have I did to deserve anybody watching me or hearing about my life, but thank you. And one thing I want to say, this is heavy, so mild trigger warning here if you don't know a lot about my story. I highly recommend you watch first and kind of get a little bit of background on just some of the more heavy things in my life. Or if you don't want to watch that kind of stuff and you watch my videos for animal content and the happier videos and the light stuff, please feel free to click off now. I know that I really appreciate you and thank you for being here, and I love you very much, and I just don't want you to have to hear this because it's kind of a sensitive topic. But I just wanted to say that with everything that happened when I was SA'd, I was so specifically told that nobody would not only want to listen to me, but no one would listen to me. No one would listen at all. No one would hear me. No one would want to hear me. No one would be there. It would be me talking to no one. And if I told my story, no one would listen. No one would care. No one would hear me. And that I would be talking to myself, basically. It would be me against the world, and the world wouldn't listen. I was just terrified, and I was told that I was untouchable and unlikable and just undesirable and unlovable and basically worthless. And that's a horrible thing to feel. And I believed it in my heart. I knew I wasn't a bad person, but I believed that my PTSD made me worthless. I remember after everything, I was just a wreck, and that was something very instilled of the person who did everything with me, would instill that nobody would want me because of that. Like, who's going to want somebody that can't handle if a car door slammed loud without jumping? Who's going to want somebody who flinches when you raise your arm too fast? Who's going to want something like that? Nobody. And it was so ingrained in me that I just believed it. And not only that, I believed that they wouldn't want to anything. They wouldn't want to be with me, that's for sure. Physically, emotionally, nothing. But they definitely wouldn't want to listen. And to see not only that, just the biggest thing was I felt they wouldn't want to listen. And to see that not only are you guys here, but you're listening, and there's so many of you, that gives me so much strength and so much happiness. And I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for that. I know everybody and every person on YouTube says like they love their subscribers, which again, I hate saying just subscribers, but I do, because you guys really just, you don't know what that means to me. To know that I'm heard, to know that people want to hear me, and that maybe I can be there for someone else who needs to speak up. That's, to me, that's everything. I really love you guys. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say, but thank you. I can't stop saying thank you because I'm beside myself. I'm so happy. I've had the worst week and the hardest year and a half, almost 2 of my life, and I'm so blessed to have you guys because you've made it bearable and better, and I love you guys. I love this platform. I love you guys. I thank you. I'm so humbled. Truly, thank you. Just beyond words. I don't even know how to thank you enough. But thank you. I really am just that's fine, but I would like to be able to comment and talk to you guys in the newer ones. So if you could, if anyone has any advice, please let me